is identifying our strengths. And then not only identifying, but working in that strength. Acknowledging others in their strength. That's why you have your shirts on. So if you were paying attention today, everyone sees what individual strength that you have. And if there's an area that I'm weak in and I see that Nick has it, I can go to Nick and say, Nick, can you help me in this area? So without telling them, some people can literally go around and say, what's your 5 strength? What's your 5 strength? What's your strength? So now we all know. We have an opportunity to work together in harmony. Let me say that. We have an opportunity to work together in harmony, but build an organization of strength by actually working within each individual's strength. It's easy to pass judgment. We keep judging before the beginning, didn't we not? It's easy to see another person's faults. It's easy to do those things. But the challenge is looking at an individual's strength, acknowledging that person for their strength, and then saying, how can we utilize that strength in the work that we do to build a strong organization, to give back to our community, to embrace and build up each other. So the task that I gave was what? Anybody? Talk loud, come on. We got big mouths in here.
Is that one thing that you would incorporate into today's routine?
So let's start there. So I'd like, just pop up. Tell me one thing that you've gotten out of this retreat that you're going to incorporate into your daily living.
Learning how to breathe.
Wellness and health.
Pop up. It's courtesy. One at a time, Mary. Charlene.
Yoga, breathing, those are just things that I've incorporated.
Misty.
Definitely learning how to breathe and recollect myself.
Brenda.
Learning how to eat better and actually meditate a lot more.
Anyone else? What are you going to incorporate into your daily living? Mine was stretch. I felt so good when I went home. Oh my goodness. Just stretching. I've been told by my physicians, just stretch. You'd be surprised how much stretching can actually rejuvenate you. So that's one of mine. So for the other, I asked for individuals, and I'm going to ask for volunteers. Professionally, identify teammates, their strengths, and what it means to them. And then I'm going to ask 3 managers to come up, and you were asked to identify 3 of your team members' strengths and how you will incorporate that strength in the work that they do, in the program, or in our community. So 7 volunteers, non-managers, that will be willing to come up. And I really like individuals that haven't had anything to say this whole 2.5 days. Some people, they don't have speaking in that way. But 7 individuals that really haven't said anything, volunteers. So if you don't volunteer, what am I going to do? So 7 volunteers.
Lee?
Moniz?
No, Lee.
Thank you, Mina. Thank you, Shanita. So these are my 2 volunteers. Managers.
Yes, I do. I'm
You
here.
manage your staff. You supervise the staff.
Pauline.
So these are my,
Everybody, case manager's Pauline.
You got the most
these are my
coffee.
3 volunteers.
And he came and talked to her staff.
So let me say, everybody gonna participate. Let me just say what's straight.
Pauline.
First Lane, are you a manager?
So these are my
I thought you
3
were.
volunteers.
Aren't you a manager, Fritz? Oh, yesterday? Okay. Get somebody else to do it. Got it.
How many more you need?
These are my 3 volunteers.
Oh, okay.
These are my 3 volunteers. Those that volunteer.
I heard her say
There's
y'all
something
3
different.
supervisors.
Everybody's gonna participate.
Great job, volunteers.
This like the whole it's my time to shine. I had the pleasure of speaking to Miss Davis and Sydney these past couple of days, and like I told them, I could repeat it, but I said it to them already. Like I told Ms. Davis, it was really refreshing to speak to her because both of their strengths were the same: connectedness and learner. And like I told Ms. Davis, she had opened up about some trials that she had growing up with her being a little different, her being taller than her classmates, and a specific teacher told her to stand up strong, stand up straight, embrace who you are, and that led her to be able to connect to people and encourage them. And I told Ms. that she also had a good one where she said as a parent, what she did with her children where she gave them options instead of telling them what to do. And they were able to choose, and she encouraged the choice that they chose. So I said that was really big, because like I told her, my elders, usually when you don't necessarily hear them say that particular parenting style, it was really, this is what you're gonna do because I'm your mama, do what you told. But to hear her say that she gave her kids choices was big to me, and that was a part of her learning and her connectedness. And then for Sydney, he had the same strength, was learning and connectedness, and his was, sitting in the, I don't get therapist Sydney, but I didn't know that about Sydney. Just like we all said, we sit and we say hey to each other every day. But the fact that I was able to have a conversation with those two, Sydney was talking about genealogy and how his trauma was not because of him, but it was instilled in him very young through genetics. And I thought it was mind-blowing what he was saying. I told Sydney that more black men, more strong black men in community is what's needed. And I could tell that he had the passion to do what he does. He has the empathy to do what he does. He has the sympathy to do what he does. So just to see those two in 2 different lights was very refreshing for me. And as I told them, and I'm telling it to the group, I appreciated my time with you guys.
My own term. So, yeah.
Hello. I talked to a lot of people, and actually for the last couple of days, and you see some things in people that you can see in the office, which I found. I was kind of surprised to see Gerald singing, laughing, and other people singing and laughing, just being a part of the program. So that was really good. Something I talked to Gerald that we have a lot in common, being a realtor. Not taking things for granted, being sincere about a lot of things, and getting to know people for people who they are, not based on what somebody else says. That's something that I live with whole life. It's just to getting to know people, not based on what you said this person is, what that person actually say they are. So just being a good communicator, that's always been positive.
And now I'm just gonna go around because this was an assignment for everybody.
Charlene, and she, her connectedness and she expressed how bullying and someone being bullied was real touching to her, and it kind of made her want to be a protector as well. know, not just protecting, just, you know, just in physical ways, but in other ways too, helping, you know, just things, period, you know, and as previously, I didn't know that much about her, like, and how much she really wants to protect people and help people, and the shelter, you know, so, even though I've been on the road with her, like, big sister to me, and, you know, so, they're really nice. Learned a lot more about her, how she really protects and tackle it.
So I learned a lot about Moniece Adams. One of her strengths was one of her strengths was discipline. And Moniece grew up in a situation where she was forced to be old when she was actually young. She had a lot of responsibility on her, and now she's using this discipline to be able to provide more to herself, where she's not always saying yes to people. She's getting the discipline to be looking more towards herself as opposed to others. So she's using that as strength.
I had the pleasure of sitting with Loris Kennedy. I think that she is similar to me, where there is a wall built and people her even would have imagined she was about a lot of things. So that was one of the things that I learned.
The first time I spent a lot of time talking to was Miss Tia, and one of her strengths was positivity. And she says that during difficult times and adversity, she sees the positive in everything. And I just think that's a beautiful way to look at situations and go about life. Something I admire and I want to strive for.
Y'all know I don't like to talk about nobody, right? Right. Well, I had the pleasure of speaking with Fan Ledger. That I don't think I see, but you know, every blue moon, that's when they come to bond and they're like really being broken. But I was shocked talking to Ledger when he, but one of his strengths was communication. I mean, he's very articulate, but one thing I didn't understand, I learned was, even though he's probably one of the most articulate people in his circle, you don't ever want to talk to him. You don't want to be the one that has to do the talking, even though that's one of his strengths.
I had the pleasure of speaking to Ms. Renee Tanya Jr. Me and Tanya share the same beliefs because we both have a passion for elders and seniors. Got me working part-time with Base, and she takes care of her mom. We both like to take care of the seniors and make sure that they are okay and they're fine. So I didn't know that she had such a passion with the seniors. And I guess by her taking care of her mom, that really brought the passion on for her. And I've been working with seniors for like 7 years now, so that's both of our passion.
Okay, I had the pleasure
everybody is included and everything, and everybody's loved. I didn't know that she had such a
So for our managers, I want our managers to actually speak to about 2 of their team members, their strength, and how they will incorporate that into the work that's done. Sorry, Ms. Pauline.
And I did my homework, y'all. No. Oh, sorry, I had the opportunity to talk to a few of my teammates. I got a little bit more clarification to why Larry draws during our team meetings. And one of his strengths is focus. And what he does with that is he tends to kind of stay on the topic in mind. He doesn't want to get really distracted around the unnecessary noise because he's really focused on what he's trying to do. And when he has the things that he's trying to do, he shares it. But what he also, another one of his strengths that 2 of my teammates, him and Cassandra, has a lot, is relatable. And one of the things with that is they both kind of just like see people for who they are. They have there's a lot of similarities. I wanted to be able to talk to all my teammates about their strengths because they told me that wasn't the assignment. I only had to talk to 30 people. So, but we will do that moving forward. Thank you.
Okay, a couple people I had the opportunity to talk to over these 3 days. One was Yvette. So what I learned from Yvette, one of her strengths was analytical. And when you think about analyzing, you think about just, getting the number right. But behind that analytical strength was wanting to get it right for the person who's receiving that information. Because she knows that the person that's receiving that information is depending on their next steps with that information. So what I would take back to the rest of my team is that analytical spirit, wanting to get things right and not just put anything out there because the person on the receiving end is depending on that information. So I enjoyed talking to Yvette. I don't know if she's still in the room. And okay, she's working, she's analyzing right now. She's back at work analyzing right now. And I was not here during the first half of the day, so I got cut short on people that I can interact with, because Lee and I had to go to another event. But one strength I just wanted to mention that Sydney has that's kind of different is the maximizer. One of his strengths is a maximizer. And I think that we all can benefit from maximizing on all of the strengths that we were assessed on to be our best selves as we move forward from this week. This week, if we maximize on these strengths, keep them in the forefront, look back at them periodically, don't just let them sit in the book and put the book on the shelf. I think we'll be better as a group overall.
I was a supervisor.
But the mess. Since I wasn't here, no, don't drop the mic. I wasn't here yesterday, but I got the assignment. Thank you, team. Our strength is our team building. We look out for each other. And of all our whole team, I want to say this. They are responsible. Turn around, Chanel, look at me. Amina, Ruben, Marty, Pat.
Pancakes.
They're dependable. They're reliable. And Chanel, Amina does it before us. When he's due to Ms. Bailey, and tell other people. So these are our strengths. And one thing about ACZ team, we damn eat good.
At FSCC.
So let me say that the assignments only began during the retreat. Managers, I would challenge you to do this with your entire team. To make a concerted effort, an intentional effort of finding out each and every person that is under your leadership, what their strengths are, and then incorporating that strength into the individual program and or activity. This is all together. Phalanx team, don't let today be the last day that you talk to each other. Find out what the strengths are. Find out how we can help one another, how we can build one another up. The stronger we are, the stronger our work is. And that's what this retreat is about. Being strong in the work, being well in the work. And so we have an opportunity to continue the work that we started here. We have an opportunity now to take that back to the office. We're about to go into one of our busiest times of year. So it was very thoughtful that we did this now so that we are energized and we are refocused, that we have a redetermination moving forward in the work that we're about to start for the summer. Not just with our youth department. Next month is our re-entry month. There's a lot of activities that are about to happen. I would challenge everyone to know what each program is doing. And if there's opportunity to contribute your strength in that activity, do so. It doesn't have to be from the same department. It doesn't have to be the adult with the adult or the youth with the youth. Here's an opportunity for us to cross over and help one another to be strong in the work that we're doing. So finally, before I give the mic back to our facilitator, I'm just going to ask our CEO if there's anything that she would like to add.
Let me say today has been bittersweet for me. And I had my moments today. All the memories, we started talking about starting Phalanx Daily Services. Last time and I had many, many conversations about how we're going to work, how we're going to eat. Who's going to come with us, who's going to do what. And we had no idea how this was going to end up. And I'm just, started with me in Phalanx, please stand up. I want to thank you guys, because you didn't have to come with us. You did not have to come. You had other options. Well, but you believed in what we You believed in us enough to say, I'm gonna take a chance. You gave up your livelihood to come to Phalanx, and it all worked out. I want to thank you guys for believing in us. Yes. When we were with Boys and Girls Club, you were actually doing the work, so you helped us. With the credibility is that, okay, your team can do it. You got the people. If you can convince them to come with you, you got it. And we got it. And I just want to say to the rest of you, thank you, because you did not have to come to Phalanx to work. I'm sure all of you had other options, but you chose to come to Phalanx. You chose to stay and work with us. Chosen to stay and help us service the community. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Thank you. Listening to everybody today in terms of their strengths and how they feel about their coworkers, that's very important. It is very important. You gotta like yourself, you gotta like your coworkers. If you're going to service other people, you gotta like yourself. You gotta like yourself. You gotta get along with your coworkers. Otherwise, you cannot provide the service to people in the community. You just can't. And I've seen that. So, Let me tell you, I had some stories about people not being able to work in the community, but they have grown.
Why you looking at me?
The assignment we had today. You guys, this is who we are. This is who you said we were. I want you to practice it.
Yes.
Every day you should practice it. That's why we're gonna put it up on the wall. And if I see people slacking or not providing the services they should to people, I'm gonna come back. I'm here. You stand. And I know we get tired. I know our clients aggravate us. They get on our nerves. And sometimes we feel like we're fighting, you know, a war that we can't win. But we gotta hang in there. Because that's why we're there. We've got to hang in there. So, thank you guys. This was money well spent. She spent a lot of money.
Yes, I did.
Yes. But it was worth it. So give her another hand. Deshaun, I want to thank you. You do work for me. I do. You've been around a long, long time, so thank you. Thank you.
Tina mentioned our founding members of phalanx, and I just want to acknowledge James Cannon, one of our founding members of phalanx, and this is his daughter. Right there. I mean, when we talk, I don't know if you guys, please read the itinerary. Put Illinois to Work was really one of those staple programs to put phalanx on the map. We put 1,800 people to work. And James was very much a part of that. And so I just did not want to, Deshaun, you come from good stock. I know you know it already, but I really just wanted to acknowledge him.
I have to give James credit.
Yes.
And his credit. He's the reason that I started workforce development with Boys and Girls Club. We had gotten a program. I had nothing about somebody said, you're going to do workforce development. My background was youth development, not workforce. So I said, okay. The city had given one of my clubs some money. And they said, team, you got to make it work. City sent me James Cannon. Good or bad? It was good. It was good. I didn't say that. No, but he got me on this path, and it's really sparked my interest. I developed some new skills, some skills I didn't know I had. So, thank you, James. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I got a chance to get a little wellness myself and ask them to leave the door open so I got my massage. I'm telling you, I'm feeling zen. I'm feeling real good. And I'm so glad to hear all the testaments that came out. And we got a few things we got to conclude with. And I think we're going to do an awesome job of getting it done. Does Yoga think they can get us a look around it right after then? It's bingo. It won't be long. We just want to make sure you get it. I mean, we're drilling it in. We're getting it in there. And then bingo and company photo. Sounds good? Yeah. Let's get it. Come on. And let's give it up for Chanel Darby. This will be our last part. Let's show some love. Thank you, sis.
wonderful atmosphere, wonderful people. It's always a pleasure to get to know an organization. And so what I wanted to give my associates a hand clap. These are our young people. I'm gonna have them introduce themselves. You have that, Mike?
Oh, I got it.
Let me just have them introduce themselves. I truly believe in entrepreneurship, and they came along with us today and was here, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself and maybe one thing you learned.
All right. Good evening, everybody. All right. You probably see me running around here and probably could have put a name to my face, but my name is DK Anwan. I work for Choice Wellness Company for my mom. It was a pleasure working for all you guys these past couple of days, and I hope you guys really learned something from our company about yoga and breathing. And I had a great conversation, especially with my puzzle lady. Yeah. Shout out to our puzzle. We almost done with it. Almost done. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And what do you guys say? Great people?
Strong
people. Strong people.
Strong organization.
Hello, I'm Camille. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. I love seeing everybody like bond and laugh and just the smiles. It really inspires you to never settle in life and just be motivated and always help others. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. I think it's good that they see a workplace organization and see the smiles and see the engagement, because they're our next generation of workers, managers, leaders. And so this was just a great experience for them, so I'm very proud of them for coming to do that. So what we're going to do, let me just say it was a pleasure meeting all of you who took the time to talk to me, to share, because sharing health information is personal and private. And so when I'm around people, they have to, one, trust me to even want to say something about their health and wellness. So I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all leadership, y'all supervisors, your HR, the connections, everything has just been amazing. So it's just been a blessing to share with you my gifts and pour them out on you, and I hope that you get to take them and use them. Y'all have my information. I said y'all can reach out, email me, text me. Y'all know what it is. We family, we strong people. Strong organization. That's right. So what we're going to do, we're going to end this with a little bit of yoga, but y'all not going to be sitting down. Y'all going to stand up for this piece of yoga, right? I know you might not be able to see me. I'm going to do my best. To my people who did the challenges, good job. Y'all rallied around them so hard. Give them a hand clap. That was just amazing to see. All right, so we're gonna sit down, we're gonna stand, we're gonna ground our feet. This is y'all second yoga class, but some of you haven't taken yoga. So you're gonna ground your feet, you're gonna relax your arms off to the side. You're going to inhale in through your nose. We talked about that breathing thing. And exhale out through your nose. Inhale in through your nose. And exhale out through your nose. Keep doing that breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And some people's breath going to be deeper. Some people's breath going to be a little shallower. But think about what we learned with our breath clinician. In through your nose, out through your nose. Some of you gonna feel it in your chest. Some of you gonna feel it in your belly. Relax the shoulders. Imagine you have a string connected to the crown of your head and it's pulling your spine long. And exhale. I want you to be very mindful of who you're around, because your arms are going to inhale and come all the way up with that breath. Once you inhale up, and then exhale back down. Continue to do that. Inhale up,
Exhale down. Keep that up in your own breath. Keep thinking about that. These are the things that you want to take home with you. Inhaling up. Inhaling down. We're going to do one more meet at the top. And then we're going to exhale over to the right. Keep breathing, keep holding, tighten up your abdominals. If your arms are tired, remember we have this as a rest. You're breathing. Go ahead and inhale back to your center. Exhale, and down. This time, put some movement to it. Inhale all the way up. Inhale up. Exhale over to your left side. Hold and breathe. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale all the way up.